So, my name is Tia at Academy of Cursive, and today we are going to be writing some words in cursive. So, thank you for being here today. We are going to be doing some wellness words. So if you would like, you can practice along with me. Whether you're watching this live or not, this is only my second live, so I'm a little nervous, but we'll just keep going today. And if you have any requests and you're not watching this live, you can go ahead and put those as a comment in the description, and that would be great. That way I will have more to write for the next time I go live. So let's start with some basic warm-up techniques. I am outside today, so if it sounds a little loud with the cicadas and the birds, I apologize, but maybe it gives a little more background noise. So there's a basic oval one that you can practice, and we can do the up and down practice techniques to get started, kind of a warm-up for our cursive writing today. We'll do some small, and if you've never done this before, we're just going in a big oval, just all the way around, and then slowly moving down the page. So it doesn't look like much, but it does help you warm up some. So we'll do one more set. And this is really helpful if you're not used to writing much. With as much as we use our phones and computers and just technology in general, I think a lot of us don't really write so much anymore. So if you're not used to writing with pen and paper, this can be a good first step in helping you get a little better at using your pen and a little more used to it. So now we'll go ahead and do the wellness words. So I'll write wellness words up here at the top. And you can follow along with me. You can get your own pen and piece of paper or pencil, and you can write these words with me if you need to, and you're watching it as a playback later. You can pause and back it up if I'm going a little too quickly for you or you're new to writing. And if you're very new, this may be a little advanced for you, but I do have A to Z, a video about that linked in the description, so you can watch that too to get you started a little more. So I was going to start with aromatherapy. We're going to go A to Z. And aromatherapy uses essential oils to just help with balance and relaxation. I apologize in advance if I misspell some of these. It isn't the easiest thing to try to write and talk about all the words, so I'm going to do my best today. But aromatherapy uses essential oils, and it's very nice. Breath work. A lot of us don't breathe as deeply as we could or we should from stress and just getting into bad habits with our breathing, but breath work is pretty well known in the wellness world because it does help, and science is starting to realize how much breath works help with calming. So calm is our word for C. We have detox. Detoxing is just getting all the toxins out, because we do pick up toxins kind of just with our everyday lives. Many toxins are around. Gratitude is really important. So gratitude is G. There are some really nice gratitude journaling, different things you can do, and writing down 3 things that you're grateful for every day is another really good thing to do. So gratitude. Next one is hydration. Hydration, I think of drinking water. There are other things you can drink, but I think water is just the best. Some doctors say to drink half your body weight in ounces every day. So if you weighed 100 pounds, you'd be drinking 50 ounces of water every day. And that helps me feel better. I notice a big difference whether I get enough water or not, and how I feel. But intention is another one that's very important. And that goes back to all the things we've already been talking about, like gratitude, hydration, being intentional with all of that. And journaling is another one that can help you be intentional. And you can journal how you're doing with your water intake and gratitude and all the different things. So journaling can be very beneficial. Kindness for K. We want to be kind. We want people to be kind to us, don't we? So if we want people to be kind to us, we should have kindness for other people. And that can be as simple as just giving somebody a smile or getting the door for someone, but just being kind. And laughter. Laughter is good medicine. Laughter. Science is starting to catch up with how beneficial laughter is to the brain and the body. And meditation is also another thing that, at least in the Western culture where I am, has kind of been overlooked and minimized for a long time. Oops, that's what I messed up on while I was talking. Meditation. But no, it's meditation. And that's a good thing to notice too. When I did make the mistake writing, I just crossed through it. You can put 1 or 2 lines and then start back writing, because you don't have to scribble. If you really scribble it out, that kind of makes your whole paper not look as nice. But if you just put 1 line or 2, just to acknowledge that that is a mistake, but you rewrote it here. And that's okay. Nutrition. I think all of us understand that nutrition plays a big role in how we feel. At least I notice when I eat junk, I don't feel as good as when I eat healthy things that have a lot of nutrition. So that really matters. Outdoors. I'm outdoors today. There are a lot of benefits to being outdoors. And then presence, being present where you are. That is a learned skill. But it is very beneficial to be present. Chi is the energy that flows. Rest. How are you doing with getting rest? Rest is also very important. Simplicity. I've been learning about simplicity in my home because I have a 3-year-old and a 1-year-old. And I have certainly noticed that when things are more simple, things tend to work better. So simplicity is very valuable. Therapy. Lots of times we have trauma and we don't even realize it. And therapy is very helpful for a lot of individuals. Because anytime you have anything that you don't have long enough to cope with, you can have trauma from things like that. And therapy can be really beneficial to help with wellness and balance. Unplug. A lot of us are really plugged in a general way. So if we unplug from our devices and TVs and all the things, that can be really helpful. Visualization. That's a long one. I may not talk as much to make sure I spell it correctly. Visualization. Another good, helpful coping skill. Visualization. Very good. And wellness. That's what we've been writing and talking about today. All about wellness. Just kind of funny on a cursive learning channel, but it is something I'm passionate about, to talk about wellness. So that's why we're making a list from A to Z today about wellness. Yoga. really calming practice, and Zen. And there's our A to Z. So we wrote for wellness words, aromatherapy, breath work, calm, detox, gratitude, hydration, intention, journaling, kindness, laughter, meditation, nutrition, outdoors, presence, chi, rest, simplicity, therapy, unplug, visualization, wellness, yoga, and Zen. So that was very good. That's a good work. If you haven't learned to write in cursive, this is a good place to start. Or if you would like to learn A to Z, why don't we go ahead and write the alphabet A to Z, just in case you are watching and you're not familiar with what all of the alphabet letters look like. Let's go ahead and do that. So A, that's the capital. So we'll write each capital letter first, and then we'll write the lowercase letter. So capital B, lowercase C. And if you have any words that you would like to see written in cursive, you can go ahead and comment those. And if you're interested in learning cursive, you can subscribe and give this a like. We're just writing out the alphabet now. And I do have a practice sheet. If you would like to look in the description, I have it linked that you can print out and practice your own alphabet if you're interested in learning cursive. That way, to have something to trace and learn by can help a little bit with your own cursive journey. So that's the whole alphabet from A to Z, and we wrote out the wellness words from A to Z. So if you have any comments for in the future of things that you would like for me to write out or ideas you have for future lives, I would love it if you would leave that in the description for me. So you can leave a comment and comment whatever words you would like to see written. Or if you would like to see more of the alphabet or see me using the cursive practice sheets that I have available, you can get those in the description. So thank you so much for being with me today. I guess we'll let that be it for today. And You have a wonderful day.